Welcome to G Fun Facts Online. On the largest, coldest desert on Earth, a new story is being written in the ice. India is preparing to build Maitri-II, a futuristic research station in East Antarctica, scheduled for completion by 2029. This isn't just a building. It's a $240 million commitment to uncovering our planet's deepest climate secrets. Today, we're diving into the incredible journey of India's polar exploration, the cutting-edge science behind this new outpost, and why what happens in Antarctica matters to us all. India's history with the frozen continent began back in 1981. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi had a vision for India to have a robust presence in Antarctica. This wasn't just about planting a flag, it was about science. She understood that this pristine wilderness holds the keys to understanding global climate patterns, especially the Indian monsoon, which is the lifeblood of India's economy and food security. This vision led to the Indian Antarctic program. The first major step was the establishment of Dakshin Gangotri in 1983. In a remarkable feat of engineering and sheer determination, an 81-member team built this first Indian base in just 8 weeks. But Antarctica is an unforgiving land. Dakshin Gangotri was built on an ice shelf, and slowly but surely, the accumulating snow buried it. By 1990, it had to be decommissioned and now serves as just a supply base, a ghost station beneath the ice. Learning a critical lesson, India's second permanent station, Maitri, was built in 1989. The name, which means friendship in Hindi, was a nod to the peaceful scientific collaboration mandated by the Antarctic Treaty. Instead of an ice shelf, Maitri was strategically built on steel stilts in the Schumacher Oasis, a 20-kilometer-long ice-free rocky area. For more than 30 years, Maitri has been the backbone of India's Antarctic research, a gateway for scientists to study geology, meteorology, and the vast ice sheets. Then, in 2012, came Maitri-II. Located about 3,000 kilometers east of Maitri, Maitri-II is a marvel of modern design. It's constructed from 134 modified shipping containers, an innovative approach that allowed for rapid assembly during the short Antarctic summer. With its modern amenities, it's often compared to a 5-star hotel in the middle of nowhere. Maitri-II's mission focuses on oceanography and understanding continental breakup, offering clues into the geological history of the Indian subcontinent itself. But while Maitri-II is new and advanced, the workhorse Maitri has far exceeded its original 10-year lifespan. It has served India with distinction, but the 3-decade-old station is showing its age. Officials have described the aging facility as being like an old village. It struggles with outdated waste management systems and simply doesn't have the capacity for the kind of science that needs to be done in the 21st century. The problem isn't just cosmetic. Modern polar research relies on incredibly sensitive, high-precision instruments. These tools require stable, uninterrupted power, controlled environments, and advanced data links to send massive amounts of information back to the mainland. Despite many upgrades over the years, Maitri's old infrastructure just can't support this next generation of scientific equipment. The decision to build a successor became unavoidable. Furthermore, the world has changed. The Protocol on Environmental Protection to the Antarctic Treaty, which India has ratified, sets very strict standards. Activities on the continent must have a minimal environmental footprint, covering everything from waste disposal to energy consumption. Building a new station from the ground up allows India to integrate the latest green technologies and sustainable practices right from the start. This brings us to Maitri-II. It is envisioned as a world-class, state-of-the-art facility. After a global design competition, a German architectural firm was chosen to develop the final plans. The vision is clear. Maitri-II will be bigger, greener, and smarter. Instead of a single large building, Maitri-II will be a complex of dispersed, interconnected buildings. This design takes advantage of the rocky, undulating terrain of the Schumacher Oasis to minimize its environmental impact and blend into the landscape. The complex will include the main station building, hangars for helicopters and vehicles, and various storage facilities. A central focus of the design is sustainability. The plan includes extensive use of solar panels to capture the 24-hour daylight of the Antarctic summer, along with powerful wind turbines to harness the continent's relentless katabatic winds. These are ferocious winds that rush down from the high interior plateau. By using renewable energy, Maitri-II will drastically reduce its reliance on fossil fuels, a major step toward decarbonizing India's polar operations. The main building itself is being designed for both science and survival. It will house advanced laboratories, offices, and technical rooms. But it will also have comfortable living quarters, a dining area, a fitness room, a library, and an infirmary. The design heavily emphasizes communal spaces. This is crucial to foster a sense of community among the scientists and staff who will be living in total isolation for months at a time. The building will be constructed using prefabricated modular panels of wood and steel, which allows for faster, more flexible construction in a weatherproof environment. But the real heart of Maitri-II will be its scientific instrumentation. This is where the major leap forward happens. The new station will be equipped with a suite of automated high-precision tools. For atmospheric science, this includes instruments like multi-wavelength ethylometers and nephelometers, which measure the properties of aerosols in the air. A movable atmospheric radar, or MARA, will provide continuous profiles of winds, waves, and turbulence high in the atmosphere. These instruments are vital for understanding atmospheric dynamics and how they connect to global climate. To study the surrounding ice sheet, Maitri-II will have advanced glaciological equipment. This means capabilities for deep ice core drilling and hot water drilling, which can melt a hole deep into the ice to deploy instruments into the subglacial environment. High-precision GPS units, acting as ice motion trackers, will monitor the movement of glaciers with an accuracy we've never had before. Specialized labs will be dedicated to paleoclimate research. This is the study of past climates. Scientists will analyze ice cores and lake sediments from the region. Instruments like mass spectrometers will analyze stable isotopes in the ice, giving a detailed record of past temperatures and atmospheric composition over thousands of years. And for biology, modern labs with DNA sequencing capabilities and high-powered microscopes will allow for in-depth studies of Antarctica's unique microbial life, organisms that have adapted to survive in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. A huge upgrade will be the focus on automation. Many of these new instruments will be able to record and transmit data back to mainland India 24/7, even when the station is unmanned or running on a skeleton crew during the harsh winter. This provides a continuous stream of invaluable data, breaking free from the limitations of the polar night. So what exactly will scientists be looking for with all this new technology? The scientific agenda for Maitri-II is incredibly ambitious. One of its primary missions is to drill deep into the Antarctic ice sheet to retrieve ice cores. These cores are like frozen time capsules. As snow falls and compacts into ice over millennia, it traps tiny air bubbles from the atmosphere at the time. By analyzing these bubbles, scientists can directly measure the composition of Earth's past atmosphere, including greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide. The layers of ice itself tell a story of past temperatures. This data allows us to reconstruct climate history stretching back hundreds of thousands of years, providing a crucial baseline to understand the unprecedented changes we are witnessing today. Beyond the ice, the Schumacher Oasis is home to over 100 freshwater lakes. The sediment at the bottom of these lakes is another valuable climate archive. These layers of mud contain the remains of algae, pollen, and minerals that tell the environmental history of the oasis. They can reveal past warm and cool periods, changes in glacial meltwater, and shifts in the local ecosystem. An Indo-Japanese project called SONIC is already underway to study these lake sediments and Maitri-II will dramatically enhance this research. A major focus will be the study of the East Antarctic ice sheet, the largest single mass of ice on the planet. For a long time, this massive ice sheet was considered relatively stable, unlike its rapidly melting counterpart in West Antarctica. However, recent research suggests that even this sleeping giant is vulnerable to warming, especially at its edges where it meets the ocean. Understanding the stability of the East Antarctic ice sheet is critically important. Its complete melting would raise global sea levels by over 50 meters. While that won't happen anytime soon, even small contributions are a major concern for coastal nations like India. The atmospheric research is also key. By monitoring ozone levels, studying atmospheric aerosols, and investigating the upper atmosphere, scientists can refine our global climate models. This isn't just academic, it has a direct link back to India. Understanding the changes happening in Antarctica is essential for improving the predictability of the Indian monsoon, helping the country to better prepare for droughts, floods, and the overall impacts of climate change. Beyond the science, Maitri-II is a major geopolitical statement. The Antarctic Treaty of 1959 designated the continent as a place for peace and science, putting all territorial claims on hold. In this unique political landscape, the presence of year-round research stations is seen as a key indicator of a nation's influence and long-term commitment. By investing in a state-of-the-art facility, India is solidifying its position as a leader in Antarctic affairs. This scientific credibility translates directly into greater influence within the Antarctic Treaty System, giving India a stronger voice in shaping the future governance of the continent, from regulating tourism to managing marine resources. For the scientists and support staff, life at Maitri-II will be a unique experience. The station will have an expanded capacity for around 90 people. Life in Antarctica is profoundly isolating. The environment is relentlessly hostile, with temperatures that can plummet to unimaginable lows. Just stepping outside requires extensive preparation and specialized gear. The psychological challenges of living for months in darkness and confinement are immense. The design of Maitri-II takes these human factors seriously. The comfortable living quarters and communal spaces are designed to combat the isolation and foster a strong sense of community. Shared meals, movie nights, and celebrating festivals far from home become essential routines for maintaining morale. The team is a diverse mix of specialists. Alongside the scientists are engineers, mechanics, doctors, and chefs, all essential for keeping the station running. In this extreme environment, camaraderie isn't just a nicety, it's a survival tool. Everyone pitches in, whether it's shoveling snow, helping with an experiment, or supporting a colleague. In conclusion, Maitri-II is far more than just a replacement for an old building. It is a symbol of India's scientific ambition and its commitment to understanding and protecting our planet. As construction begins, it marks a new dawn for Indian polar research. The secrets locked away in Antarctica's ice are of profound importance to all of humanity. With Maitri-II as its gateway to the frozen continent, India is poised to play a leading role in unlocking those secrets, contributing to our collective knowledge of Earth's past, present, and future. The legacy of India's Antarctic journey has been one of perseverance. The legacy of Maitri-II promises to be one of discovery and leadership on the world's final frontier.